terrible idea. So what else can rain do? Maybe certain creatures can spawn in the rain? Not enemies. Maybe friendly creatures that do certain things? Maybe when it rains the animals try to find shelter, so if there's like a tree or an overhang, the animals will kind of gather around underneath. It's not really a game feature. It doesn't actually change the gameplay, it's just a more decorative thing. It's kind of fun, right? To see the animals behave by themselves and do things by themselves. But it doesn't actually change the gameplay in any way. It doesn't improve the gameplay. Although it also doesn't, make it any worse. Alright, so there's that. And it stops. I don't know, I can't think of anything. I really can't think of anything. So maybe it was a pretty stupid question to start with. Well, not really, I mean there are no stupid questions. You have to think about things before. I mean if you don't think about it, then how can you decide that there's nothing you can do with rain unless you've actually tried to think of something? So, as a game mechanic, is it good or... Whoa, what am I doing? Is rain good or bad? I think if it actually did something, people would be more interested in it. As it is, rain doesn't actually do anything except lags your game, and so... I mean, even though it was kind of interesting at first, I think people kind of... it's nothing special, because it really is nothing special. Like, nothing was added to the game to make it more interesting. I can't get up there. That's a problem. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, if you ask people how they feel about rain, or what they think about rain in Minecraft, I mean, what is there to say? It lags the game, that's all there is to say. It's not like it added anything to the game. So... I can do this. Yes. Is it a good idea or a bad idea? I can't really say. Should I do this off screen or try to keep rambling? I don't really have... I don't know if this is interesting at all, just me talking about this stuff. I mean, if you're not a game designer, maybe that's not interesting. Or if you're not interested in game design. I'm not a game designer, but I am quite interested in game design. Mostly because I play games and I really want good games to play, and so I have a vested interest in good games, or in encouraging better games to be made, because then I have more fun playing good game. How did that happen? Right, so there's that, and then there's this segment. Actually, I'm almost done. Maybe I just keep doing this on screen, because there's not much more to it. I don't think you can see it on the video on YouTube, because it's a bit dark, but you can see squids in the water there. Notch did say that he wanted to do more stuff underwater, but he hasn't gotten around to it. Like, I don't know, fish maybe? Like undersea plants? That'd be cool. Like seaweed and corals and all that. That'd be cool, actually. Yeah, especially if those things were useful, like if it's a source of food or something like that, it certainly increases the possibilities, because then there's more stuff to do under the water in the game. Right. Here. It's actually dark enough for enemies to spawn on this thing. I need to put more torches down. Possibly. Or maybe I'll just see if I can get lucky and not have a creeper explode on me while I'm working here. And that. No, I need to put some torches down. It's too dangerous. Right. Is that fire? Something's on fire over there. It must be the lightning. And the fire is not going out. What's going on? See, the lightning, is that a good addition? The fact that it sets things on fire? Does it add to the game? Does it add to possibilities? No. No, it doesn't actually. It doesn't make the game more fun. It doesn't allow the player to do anything that they couldn't do before. Look at that, it's just on fire. It's not even going out. I guess the rain stopped. Or maybe it's a glitch or something. Look at this. At least it's not spreading. Imagine if it spreads as well. Wow. Or is that like a glitch? A graphical glitch? It is a graphical glitch. It's not actually there. Okay, so that's safe, I guess. Can I walk into it? Yeah, it's not actually there. It's a glitch. What if I... Alright. Yeah, so the lightning doesn't actually add anything to the game. It can hit a pig, I think, and it turns into a pigman. I think it does. It can hit a creeper and supercharge the creeper. But you know, how often does that happen? Never. What does it add to the game? Nothing that I can think of. So why have it? Why have it set things on fire? I don't know if it's possible for it to actually set a huge fire and for it to burn a lot of things down. If it does, then it's more annoying than anything, because one, you can't stop lightning. Like if you have a forest, you can't protect the forest from the lightning, ever. Unless you build a giant roof over it, and that's just completely not feasible, right? So then it would be a game mechanic that not only adds nothing to the game, it's detrimental, because you know, it just destroys your forest for no reason and there's nothing you can do about it. So if it actually burnt down an entire forest, or like, you know, if you have a giant wooden structure and the lightning can actually burn the whole thing down, then it's a huge negative on the game, because it limits or it reduces what you can do. Like, it makes it so that a large timber structure is no longer viable. And that, you know, according to my logic, or the way I've been, you know, analyzing things, that would be a huge negative for the game, if that were the case. And I'm interested, actually. I'd be interested to see what other people think about the features of the game. Like, if they, like, without hearing my opinions and then how I feel about it. How do people feel about the different features of the game, and how does that compare to how I would analyze it according to whether it adds to the game or it reduces the possibilities of the game. It'll be interesting actually just to, if we can survey people and get a poll just to see what features people like, what features people don't like, and see if there's any, whether the way I analyze it is useful or not, whether it's, whether it actually reflects how people feel about the game and different parts of it. How do I do this? 1, 2, 3. And that, and I'm pretty sure oh wow. Yeah, like get a survey of how different people feel about Enderman, whether they think it's good or not. Obviously different people have different opinions, but just on average, on average, what percentage of people appreciate certain features and what percentage of them don't like certain features? I don't think Mojang or Notch has ever really done that. I mean, they talk about how the development process really took a lot of input from the players. And it's true that they did. Or, they started selling the game all the way back in alpha. And they had players playing it all the way through, and they still play it. And supposedly the game is officially released, but they're still updating it, so it's still in development, I guess. You can say that. But at the same time, did I pick that up? At the same time, I don't think I've ever seen them do any, sort of actual study or any rigorous survey of how people feel about different parts of the game. And I mean, I'm a science kind of person, right? And I respect the way Valve does things, which is to test everything and really try to understand how players approach their games. I really think that's a good idea. Wait a minute, was the other stuff too tall? Supposed to be... No, that's right. Third one, and then that, yep. Oh, I can't do that, can I? I think the best way is to somehow get above it. Wait, I can't place it on top? Are you serious? Oh no, I'm standing on it. Okay, that's why. 1, 2, 3. And that, except then I can't. Okay, I need to figure out a good way to do this. Yeah, so the way Valve does things is they'll test everything. And so they know exactly, like if they make a game and then they give it to 100 people to play, or even 1,000 or 10,000 people, I don't know how many people they get to test their games, but let's say 1,000 people to play the game, and then they can see like what percentage of those players enjoy the game, what percentage of them don't enjoy the game, or even which parts of the game do they enjoy, which parts do they don't enjoy. Let's say 50% enjoy this feature, 90% enjoy this other feature, then obviously the 90% one is much better. That's the thing they should stick with, because that's the thing that's most successful. And so on and so forth. Okay, I need to... And I think that's it. Wow, I fail at this. I think it's a good way to approach game design. Like, you're not guessing. You're not relying on any sort of... Okay. Like, you're not guessing or theorizing, or I think people enjoy this, or I enjoy this and therefore I'm gonna make this. No, you're actually going to find out what people really like, scientifically, statistically, and then you're going to improve the game based on evidence and not speculation or theory. And I've never seen Mojang do this. I've never seen Notch do this, or anyone else in Mojang do that. And so, I mean, I would expect then, like, there are parts of the game that most people just don't like at all. And then there are parts of the game that people really like. And also I would expect that Notch or anyone in Mojang would not know which parts people like and which parts people don't like, because they've never tested it. So they would not have a good idea of exactly what's good about their own game and what's not good. Okay, let's just do it. Can I? Okay, I can do that. And if that's the case, then that's a problem, I would say. You know, if you can't even tell which parts of the game that you make is the parts that people really enjoy. Did I?